the proof that we have received Christ in us is transformation. When you are a Christian, you are a child of God, you receive Christ in you, and yet your life is not transformed. Go back to the altar of transformation. You have not yet received Christ in you. Because when you receive Christ in you, you are no longer the one living again, but Christ that lives in you. It is called possession. The Spirit of God will possess you. You no longer do things of your own again. No longer walk after the flesh again. No longer walk after your own desire again. But you now walk after the desire of the Lord. Most times, maybe you are in the world before you were converted, and you discover that when you were in the world, you used to smoke, used to drink, used to fornicate, used to tell lies, used to steal, used to gossip, and the rest of them. And now you receive Christ. When you have received Christ, gradually, as you undergo the course of repentance, gradually your life will begin to change. Remember, it's not automatic. It's gradual. It's a process. It's not what to just change one boom. It's a process, gradually, slowly. You that used to steal before, you that used to fornicate before, you know, you start to hate all those things. That's what we call transformation. So, if you are still a child of God, and yet your life is not yet transformed, and yet you are still living after your own desire, after the desire of your own flesh, you are not yet transformed. Go back to the altar of transformation. In the book of Galatians chapter 5 verse 24. Let's see Galatians chapter 5 verse 24. And they that are Christ have crucified the flesh with the affliction and lust. With what? Afflictions and lust. They that are Christ as what? Has crucified the flesh. When Christ lives in you, you are no longer the one that lives again, but Christ. Most of you discover that, oh, you don't want to pray. But because of the Christ that is in you, the Spirit of Christ that has bear witness in you, the Spirit of prayer will just enter, you start to pray. Most times, you see evil, you want to overlook it. But because of the Christ that dwells in you, that lives in you now, you cannot overlook it. You must rebuke it. Because why? The Spirit of Christ has lived in you. And most times, people of the world will feel like, oh, this one is very stupid. This one is a talkative. This one is that. Continue. It's the Spirit of Christ that is moving you. It is the Spirit of Christ that is moving you. So when you say you are a child of God and yet you are not transformed in the flesh and in the spirit, you are not transformed, go back to the altar of transformation. Because the first proof that you have received Christ in you is transformation. Your heart will be transformed, your mind will be transformed,